Hello friends, in the last lecture we have discussed about control systems and various examples of control systems and systems, right? And we've also learned about reference input, control input, excitation, response, and we've illustrated control system with three cases, considering the example of fan, right? So in this, now you got an idea about control system, right? You know the basic definition of control systems, right? So now in this lecture let us classify the control systems. So in this lecture I'm going to discuss about classification of control systems. From now, CS means control systems. Okay, so my appeal to you is, whenever you hear a word called control, these three words should strike into your mind. What are those three words? Yes, wait. To direct, or to command, or to regulate. That means you're directing your system to perform some task, or you're commanding your system to do the task to get the desired output, or you're trying to regulate your system, you're trying to regulate the output. Regulating is nothing but controlling, right? So control system, control means what? To direct, or to command, or to regulate. So questions may ask in indirect way without mentioning the control system. They can ask mentioning all these three things. So that is why I'm asking you to remember these three words. Okay, so whenever you hear a word called control, these three words should definitely strike into your mind: to direct, or to command, or to regulate. That means, see, if a control system is there, we are trying to command a system to perform a desired task, or we are trying to regulate the output, or we are directing it to perform some task. Okay, so please, when you hear a word called control, or when you find a word called control, you please remember these three words. Okay, so now let us come to the classification of control systems. Okay, so yeah, the first classification or first type is natural control system, NCS. I'm not writing the entire abbreviation here. Natural control system. Okay, so human body is the biggest example for natural control systems. So those systems which are developed naturally or which are formed naturally are called as natural control systems. So human body is the biggest example. You know, generally all the biological systems can be considered as natural control systems, and your human body, every organ in your human body is a part of, it comes under category of natural control systems. Okay, I'll explain this with an example. See, you know respiratory system, and you know digestive system, right? So as similar, there is another system called perspiration system in your human body. You don't know this perspiration system. So what actually this perspiration system means, I'll tell an example. See, whenever you go to a hot climatic conditions, like let us say Thar desert or whatever, so whenever you go to a hot climatic conditions, automatically your body gets heated, right? So as your body gets heated, all the organs in your body starts dysfunctioning, right? So then what your body does, your body sweats, and your body starts sweating with the help of sweat glands in order to cool down your body temperature, right? So that is nothing but your perspiration system. In order to control the temperature of the body, in order to control the heat in the body, your perspiration systems, what it does is, it helps the body to sweat out, and to regulate the body temperature. So it starts sweating with the help of sweat glands to cool down the body, right? This is nothing but your perspiration system. So this is the example for natural control system, and once again I'm repeating it for you. So when you go to hot climatic conditions, your body gets heated and all the organs start dysfunctioning. So in order to let you cool down, your perspiration system sweats out with the help of sweat glands in order to reduce the temperature of your body. So this is the example for natural control system. And the second type, or second classification is man-made control systems or artificial control systems. These systems are man-made. As the name suggests, these systems are man-made. Examples are fan, tube light, whatever. You know this thing. I need not to explain this thing. And the third one is combinational control systems, CCS, combinational control systems. These control systems will make use of both biological control systems, that means natural control systems, and man-made control systems. See, automobile, right? You have a bike with you. So bike is the example for man-made control systems because it is artificial, right? So bike is the example for man-made control systems. So what is the purpose of bike? Why do you use bike? What is its basic task? To travel from one place to other place, right? To travel from one place to other place, we use bike. So can it travel on its own? Will it be able to travel on its own? No, right? It can travel on its own. One human has to ride it. Human has to operate it, right? So human is nothing but your natural control systems. So the basic purpose of your automobile is fulfilled with the help of natural control systems or with the help of man. So when the purpose is not fulfilled, you cannot call it as a control system at all, like a system at all, first of all. So a combinational control system, this is the best example for combinational control system, and combinational control system will make use of both natural control system and artificial control system. So example is man riding a bike, a person driving an automobile. You can name it, okay? Person driving an automobile, whether it be a car, bike, lorry, tractor, whatever. Okay, so this is the example for combinational control systems, and you have many more classifications like linear and non-linear control systems, and time variant and time invariant control systems, and what lumped and distributive control systems, continuous time and discrete time control systems. So all these comes under signals and systems. These are not so important, and you can learn these things in your signals and systems. And the last and final one is servo control systems. Okay, so this is the important type of control systems. See, mechanism involved in this system is called as servo mechanism. Mechanism involved in this control system called as servo mechanism. Okay, so this is formed from two words. One is servant and other is mechanism. Okay, so these control systems are feedback control systems. So these control systems have a feedback. Okay, so I'll define it for you. For any system, if you are able to control the output where the control variable is a mechanical position or derivatives of it, derivatives of time, then you can call the system as servo control systems. Okay, so what I'm saying is, if there is a system and that output of a system is a mechanical position or its time derivatives, that means, derivatives of position signal is nothing but your velocity signal and your acceleration signal. If your output is acceleration signal. So if your output is any one of these or its derivatives, then if you're able to control the output, then the system is nothing but your control system. Got it? So what I mean is, if your output is velocity signal or acceleration signal or displacement signal or position signal, and even then you're able to control this output of a system, then you can call your system as servo control systems. Got it? So for any system, if you're able to control the output where the control variable or where the output is mechanical position or its derivatives, then your system can be called as control systems. So these systems will act like a slave for your given input. So you can also call them as command control systems. Okay, these systems will act like a slave for your given command, okay, so you can call them as command control systems. So when they ask you in the examination about command control systems, you need to write about servo control systems, because what you can write, these are feedback systems and what they act like a slave for the given command, hence they are called as command control systems. And you can define it. If you can define the servo control systems. like if the output of if the output of systems are velocity, signal, acceleration, signal, displacement, signal, and if you're able to control those outputs with the help of with your given inputs, then the system can be called as servo control systems. And mechanism involved in the servo control systems is servo mechanism. It is formed from two words, one is servant and other is mechanism, and you can write a lot more about this. And this is the brief explanation about classification of control systems. Sorry for lagging the time, and I hope you got something in this video lecture. Thank you so much for watching this video.